So let's finish the whole picture of this. So we talk about the adrenals, the gut, the thyroid, and by the way, the gut talks to the adrenal, the thyroid as well. You know, it's all connected.
Boy, God is amazing. And look at this.
When you look at the body, it's like really complex. So the last part we need to make sure that is healthy and working good is the liver. Okay.
Ooh.
So the liver over there.
Little kidney bean here.
Okay. So I say that because the liver is the main organ of filtrations. Like I said, we are exposed to thousands of toxins.
Okay.
And over time, those toxins build up in your body. Your liver cannot eliminate them. It gets overwhelmed, tired, and those toxins stays in your body.
Right.
So what we need to do most of the time is we need to optimize the function of the liver.
Wow.
Like vitamin A is one of the main components for the liver, the main vitamin. Vitamin A is in animal protein. Okay, meat, steak, eggs, liver, right? You can have a liver, chicken liver, or beef liver, you know. So vitamin A is really, really important for your liver because it filters the toxins out.
You hear that, you vegans out there.
Okay. Yeah. And if you have toxins in the body, your thyroid is shut down, your gut is shut down. So this is really important. And I have to say that 99% of the time we start with this.
Yeah.
Because if you cannot detox, you cannot get well. You cannot improve the function of these different components. Yeah. So let's cover nutrition response testing.
Yes, yes.
Because this is, like I said, it's a tool that we added on top of nutrition, right? Yes. It's a tool that allows me to pinpoint, to figure out which component of this big picture is off.
That's a good word, an adjective, or maybe it's a verb. Pinpoint.
Correct.
That's what nutrition response testing is.
Yes.
And just to real quickly, when you do your assessment with Dr. Serge, he's going to lay you on your back, and he's going to have you put one of your arms up, and from the strength of your arm and each pinpoint spot of your
different acupressure points in the
acupuncture
body.
spots, he has a method to be able to tell you what's going on with your liver, your kidneys, your gut, your brain, your thyroids, everything.
This is unique in the way that if you look at blood work, for example, blood work does not give you deficiencies in each of these organs.
Really?
It gives you deficiencies in the blood.
In the blood.
So if you run a panel for nutritional deficiencies in your blood, it looks at the blood. It doesn't look at what your liver is needing, or what your brain is missing, or what your gut is needing to get better.
So how much help does somebody's blood work help you if when you have a new patient that comes in, signs up, and they bring all their blood work with them?
Not much, because most people who come to me, they are confused. They don't know what's going on with them. They've been to doctors, and they run all those tests, and nothing showing up. They cannot figure out why. So those blood work don't really provide more information to me.
Yeah, and unfortunately, the doctors do a lot of guessing.
It's a guess. It's a guess game.
Yeah.
I've experienced that too when I had issues. Is they will give you a medication. Come
that
back
didn't
6
work?
months.
Okay, well, we'll try this. Yeah. Or we'll double your dose. And
This with NRT, it's not a guesswork. We know exactly what's wrong with you. Okay?
Man, that blows my mind.
We can really figure out if your adrenals is making too much stress hormones. If you don't make enough T4, okay, why is that? Why? We talked about it before, right?
That blows my mind.
Why you have issues?
What is wrong with us, Americans? What is wrong with the United States? The worst kept secret in the United States is functional medicine. That's, to me, it's the worst kept secret.
It's coming back soon. I mean, it's coming back, right? We can see it with this virus going on right now.
Yes.
A lot of people are starting to see that the system is sick, and they are looking for another option.
It's because people know that the immune system, that's your nutrition with most people's thoughts. Immune meaning I got to take care of myself better to get my immune system better.
I was reading a study yesterday that looked at why people are dying from this virus. And do you know what they found? They found that the main factor of why people are dying is obesity. When you are overweight, this immune system is not there.
Gone.
It's gone.
Wow.
And your body cannot fight it.
I bet you the people that have caught coronavirus and were overweight, if you interview them and let's not even talk about dying from it, but let's just talk about getting it and having to battle it for weeks and weeks and weeks. If you interviewed them and say, do you get sick a lot? They would probably tell you yes. Yes,
I mean, yeah.
I do wind up getting sick a lot.
I've talked to somebody who got it, and that person was on dialysis and he was on chemo.
Ooh.
So most of the people
Talk
who
about
die
a
from
shot
it,
immune system.
they don't have one. The chemo destroyed
Right.
the gut, destroyed your liver, destroyed your thyroid.
Right.
So there's no immune system anymore.
Oh.
And most of the people who pass from the virus, they were on heavy drugs like chemo.
And then they blame it on the coronavirus. The coronavirus did it.
It's at the end of the day, the coronavirus is a symptoms, right?
Right.
That the body was not working.
It was like the AIDS epidemic. You know, people say, "Oh, he died from AIDS." Well, he didn't really die from AIDS. He died from a pneumonia from AIDS. His immune system was
correct.
You know,
Correct.
The AIDS it kind of jump started it.
Exactly.
The whole process of death with him. Yeah.
Yeah.
So my question to you is this, and this is something that you told me a couple days ago, and this was really an eye opener for me. In functional medicine, and to reiterate what we just said, is that you can pinpoint people's issues of their body. You can pinpoint it. You can pinpoint their liver. You can pinpoint this. You can pinpoint that. Now, you don't actually diagnose here, but you can actually tell you
Yes.
that, yeah, you have a virus, you have a bacteria. You have that ability here.
Yeah. So the really fascinating part of nutrition response testing is we can pinpoint which organ is stressed, and we look at what we call stressors. Okay, do you have heavy metals in your body? Do you have mercury? Do you have lead? Do you have arsenic? And so on and so on.
That's killed me.
We can look at pesticide, Roundup, chlorine, fluoride. We can look at parasites. Do you have parasites affecting your body? Viruses, like you said.
Yeah.
We can look at bacteria. We can look at food sensitivities. You know, in 10 minutes, I can tell someone what's wrong with them.
That's
and exactly
that blows
how
my
to
mind.
treat the body.
You know, here's a funny one. One time I came in from one of my assessments. You know, I see him every week or two, and he knew I was a little stressed because we're friends. We know each other well. But I laid down and he did the nutrition response test on me. He says, "You're having a pretty bad day, aren't you?" I said, "How do you know that?" He said, "I can tell. I know. I'm pinpointing in your body right now. Your body is reacting a certain way to your nutrition response test. And I know that you have this problem right now, don't you?" I said, "Yeah. How did you know that?"
So
without me even discussing it. Can a medical doctor do that? No.
The funny thing is when nutrition response testing is we listen to the body. The body talks to us. We just tap into this language, I guess.
Yeah.
So, and we can tell exactly what's wrong with the body. Medical doctors don't have the resources and they don't have the time.
Well,
to
in the
do that.
knowledge, I mean, they didn't
They
really
don't.
study that stuff.
They
so
don't.
I mean, we need medical doctors more than ever.
Oh, for sure.
Our medical world that we're in has done leaps and bounds over the last 20 years, and they're helping to get people well from cancers and different things that are coming up. But we're saying, well, geez, if they would have taken better care of themselves, they wouldn't have got the cancer to begin with. This is kind of where we're coming from.
That's
Now,
what
I mean,
the
there's some
functional medicine
there's
is
some
about, you know?
yeah, there's some unfortunate situations in kids who are diagnosed with some type
Yes.
of a cancer that
Yes.
they didn't deserve, and
It does
you know
happen.
so we're not saying 100%. You know, if you just take care of yourself nutritionally, ways there are people at 20 years old that get cancer and get
Yeah.
this kind of problem or diabetes, and
Yeah.
but what we are saying is that on a whole, that if you take care of yourself through, I believe, supplementation. I don't think anybody can do it through food. I just don't think you can.
We talk about it
Not in
before,
America.
It's not possible.
I mean,
need to supplement.
you walk right out the door, and there's a Burger King, a McDonald's, Taco Bell, Wendy's, every 2 miles.
We are bombarded by
I mean,
junk
hello?
food. Yeah.
I mean, the whole food stores and the those are all like hidden.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
and
Really sad.
and if you're still buying that crap and putting it in your pantry, and you're also trying to add the whole foods, you can't afford it.
So at some point, it's a mindset, right? You have to change or switch your mind to a different mindset. And it's all about what we do in the office. We teach and help people to get there.
Yeah.
And it's a process, as you know. You don't change overnight. It takes months to change your habits.
And months, yeah. It's not a quick overnight Band-Aid or anything like that.
Not at all.
What I love about it is, for me in particular, is it takes the stress of my problems away because I let you do all the thinking for me. That's what's cool. To me, that's the greatest part about coming to you is because of you being able to pinpoint every single issue in my body, I don't have to do any of the thinking and worrying anymore. I just let you fix me.
I mean, we have a lot of people, they come in, they know a lot, right? They research and they read, but they still don't know what's wrong with them. They don't, because they don't have the tools to really assess the function of the organs of the body.
Amazing, just amazing.
And with NRT, we can really tell what's wrong with you, but on top of that, we can tell how to fix it.
How to fix it. Yeah.
One of the main mistakes that I see with people is there's a lot of liver cleanses out there. I'm going to do a cleanse today. I'm going to do this.
It's ego, Doc. It's ego. People's ego think if they buy this, they're going to fix themselves.
No, exactly. So they don't know what they do. And I've had people, they came in and they started to have liver, kidney problem, different things because they did those. They use those products.
Right.
So I don't recommend people to do any cleanse on there.
Right. Well, yeah. I mean, hello. We covered that episode. We talked about the supplements that are out there in the Walgreens and CVS and Walmart and all those places where you buy the supplements. And by the way, with the coronavirus, I mean, that stuff were gone. I mean, when you walked in Walgreens, there wasn't.
People were stressed out. They were freaking out.
But they're buying the wrong stuff. That's the problem.
They are.
There's too many toxins in those things, and
the funny thing is, most of those supplements are from China. Sorry, I had to say it.
Oh, that's funny. So, we have any questions coming in? We've got some questions that have come in on the telephone here. So, let's cover this question. So, the question is, one of the questions that somebody called in is. Because the weather is starting to get warm, it's 91 today, actually. It's actually getting hot. My son's actually in the pool right now with his grandfather. Is the virus going to go away now because it's getting hot?
That's what they found in China, right? That's what they observed is as the temperature got warmer, the virus slowly went away, and that's what they expect today. But we do not know.
We don't really know.
We do not know.
Right.
So we'll see, I guess, as we go.
I guess we'll see.
Yeah.
Yeah, because, when you think of colds and flus and viruses and bacterial infections, especially viruses, mainly that stuff's in the wintertime, in our society. And when it gets summertime, spring, summer, everything is growing and getting healthy, that kind of stuff.
There's two reasons for that. I think we covered that, actually. One is in the winter, we tend to eat more sugars, right, because of the holidays.
Yeah.
And then in the winter, we don't have enough sunshine, so we don't have enough vitamin D.
Right, and we're not going outside as much.
Exactly, right. And if you don't have enough vitamin D, your thyroid is not working, your liver is not working, your gut,
right.
I mean, everything is
right.
off.
Yeah, but we can get a lot of vitamin A, though.
Yes,
exactly. Get that steak going, yes.
Another question coming in.
Yeah, we got another question coming in.
So, we talk about sugar so much is so bad, right?
Yeah.
What about people that maybe don't like vegetables so much, so they eat a lot of fruit instead?
Yes.
Natural sugar, we all know.
Okay, so we're avoiding sugar. The question is, if somebody does not like to eat vegetables, and where they're trying to clean up their system here, can they eat fruit? And is that bad? Is that the bad sugar? Because we've made it very clear that sugar, no.
Okay. So a few points about this question is, one is when we say sugar, the worst sugar is the white refined table sugar. This is the worst, exactly. I'd rather for one of my patients to eat a fruit than a piece of cake, right? A fruit is more natural, so it's better.
Right.
On the other side, I've had people, they came in, they ate tons of fruits every day.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, sugar is sugar.
Sugar is
sugar. If you eat too many fruits for the day, you have the same issue.
That's a good motto.
Problem.
Sugar is sugar.
Sugar is sugar.
And no matter what it is and what it's in, sugar is sugar.
Correct.
Get rid of it.
And the interesting part of this question is fruit is being processed by the liver. Because fruit has fructose.
Okay.
which is a type of sugar. And the only organ in the body that can process fructose is
Is your liver.
the liver. And if you eat too much fructose, you know what happened? You have a fatty liver. Today, 25% of the Americans have fatty liver, which is fat in the liver. Back in the days, this would happen to alcoholic only.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
the alcoholic fatty liver
Sure.
because they drink too much alcohol.
Right, and that's which is loaded with
Sugar,
Sugar.
at the end of the day. Same
Yeah.
thing with fruits. If you eat too much fructose, you're going to have what they call non-alcoholic fatty liver.
let me see. Drink whiskey or eat a lot of apples.
I would rather eat 20 apples, but
Yeah.
if you eat like 10 apples a day, that's maybe
yeah,
too
it
many.
keeps the doctor away, right?
Yeah, right. In that case, it brings my patients to
Right.
me. So the question that we just got in is about adrenal fatigue. We talk about the adrenals, and that person wanted to know if adrenal fatigue is a thing. Because if you go see your medical doctor and you tell them, I have adrenal fatigue, they don't believe it. They don't believe in this diagnosis. They believe
Oh,
it's
wow.
it's not a thing. There's no such a thing because they don't have a medication for that at the end of the day. But I see a lot of people with adrenal fatigue. Adrenal fatigue just means your adrenals are so stressed out that you feel it in your body. You might have headaches, migraines, joint issues,
Right.
fatigue, like no drive,
Wow.
sleep issues. So to me, it is a thing.
It is a
And
thing.
one of the main factors behind this is sugar, of course, the stress from life,
Sure.
vitamin B deficiency, and so on and so on.
Wow.
Yeah. Most people who go to the medical doctor with adrenal fatigue, most of the time they give them an antidepressant because they believe it's in the head. It's really sad, really sad.
Or they'll put them on something to get them hyper.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so the question is, after seeing you for a few years, and you have, let's just use me as an example, you've gotten my body to your caliber, tip-top shape, and through all the supplementations and stuff like that. Now am I good now? I can stop taking all the supplements now and I'm good to go. I would say, no. We want to continue to keep eating the foods, the right foods. And if we can't get it out there in the restaurants, in the grocery store, because the food quality is not there, then we have to just keep taking the supplement. I would say it'll change how much of it we're probably going to wind up taking, but we're still going to want to take our supplements and vitamins on a regular basis.
I have to say on this one that you're wrong and you're right.
I'm a right-longer.
There's two answers to that question. Initially, when somebody comes to us, we put them on a program specifically to address an organ.
Okay.
When this organ is back to normal, you don't need those supplements
Right,
anymore.
those supplements.
Okay,
anymore.
but on the other side, at the end of the program, I gave people some vitamins, like a
Right.
multivitamin.
So basically,
something
we're
like
talking
that.
about different levels.
Correct.
You have different levels
Yes.
here. When you
Yes.
first get here, you're going to go through your detox phases.
Yes.
You're going to go through the rebuilding process, and
Yeah.
the longer you do it, you're going to hit another level,
Exactly.
and which you get tested for here.
Yeah.
He don't just guess like a medical doctor will do. Oh, you look a lot better. Oh, you probably don't need to take that much anymore. No, you're actually going to get tested for it to see through testing if your body is.
Yeah. So at some point, you don't really need a lot of supplements, but like you said, you do need to supplement at some degree.
Yeah.
Because the food we eat is just not good quality.
Right. It's just not there.
Yeah.
I mean, man, I just don't think it's possible to eat right. Not eat right, because I think we can always eat better.
Don't justify that. No, it's possible.
Yeah, but you better do a whole lot of research
It
to
took me
find the right foods, man.
It took me about 2 years to really get to that point. And when you get to that point, it becomes a habit, and it becomes in you.
Because
It's part
I
of
see you,
and
I see you almost every day, and you're drinking shakes and taking supplements still.
oh, I do what I
After
need to do.
13 years of doing this stuff, you're still knocking it out, man.
I want to keep getting better. Because here, what happened in life? There's two things that could happen in life. Either you get worse or you get better.
Yeah,
That's the options. If you don't do anything, you go down
yeah.
to the grave.
So the question is, environmental toxins in your experience, what would be the number one toxin out there in the environment?
So there was some doctors
The
who
water and the
researched that.
air.
The most common one is pesticides from food, of course.
Wow.
Okay, I see that all the time. And chlorine from tap water.
Jeez.
If you drink tap water, you are poisoning your body.
Right.
And chlorine would shut down your thyroid.
But what about bottled water, man?
It made most bottled water, actually, it's tap water in a bottle. So it's not even better.
Oh, you heard that right.
Okay.
We're talking about people, you feel that if you go to the store and you buy bottled water, you're a lot better off than eating the stuff, drinking the stuff that's coming out of your sink. And Dr. Serge is saying it's almost the same.
More or less the same.
If you tested the quality of that stuff out of that plastic bottle, if
it's
you
plastic,
tested it, you're drinking it out of plastic.
Yeah, which is right there, it's a toxin.
Right now, you're drinking time.
So the best option is to get a system for your house, right?
Reverse
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 or something
osmosis.
like that.
Yeah, that's
good,
true.
Good question, though.
God, I had that great question. I can't think what it is now.
It'll get to you once we leave.
Yeah, it'll get to me. Yeah, we'll save it. We'll have to save it for our next episode. So, but
Awesome.
hey, man, this was a fun. This is
That
a lot
was
of
a
fun.
good one. That was a good
Episode
one.
10.
Good questions.
We're rocking and rolling here,
We are
man.
doing good.
Yeah, we're going to be moving here pretty soon. Here next month.
4 weeks.
We got our move-in date. We're just down the road, not too far. It's going to be in Webster, real close here to Friendswood, right off the Interstate 45. We're going to have our own beautiful office. Looking forward to that. We'll have our nice studio set up with our green screen and stuff.
Exciting.
And I hope everybody likes what we got going on up here. This is our first time doing it, so kind of cool. Yeah.
It's got a green.
Yeah, we got our whiteboard and we got our
You have a good setup.
yeah. So
Awesome.
but hey, appreciate it, man. If you have any questions, please write it at the bottom. We check it all the time. We check questions all the time. We're doing live stuff. We have some great specials that are going on this month to the end of the month especially, and might even run through May. We're doing free assessments. Come get your immune system checked. Come get it checked. Come on. It's free. You'll get 2 visits. You'll do a nutrition response test on you, and you'll come back and get your results for nothing.
Correct.
He's just helping everybody.
And we'll tell you exactly what's wrong
He'll
in the
pinpoint
system.
everything that's going on with your
Exactly.
body, and then you can decide from that point what you want to do with your life.
Correct.
Yeah. Thanks
Awesome.
a lot. TJ Weaver, Dr. Serge, Mind and Body Solutions. We'll see you next week.
Yep.
All right.